there. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the elephant in the room, Ronda Rousey. Do you ever think we see her in the octagon again?
I was really all hinging on tonight, Dave. I really think if she would have won, I think certainly she would have come back and defended the title. Now I just can't see it happening at least anytime soon. I won't say never. I won't say that she'll never be back in the octagon because 2 years down the road, you never know. There could be a big fight waiting for her. There could be big money available in the UFC for her. Maybe things in Hollywood don't go the way that she hopes they do. Maybe things dry up for her on that front, and she needs to come back for the big payday in the UFC. That is certainly a great possibility. We've seen that so many times before. She's only 29 years old,
Yeah.
so there's a chance of her coming back for sure. But I don't think it's going to be for at least a year. That's my prediction. I don't think we'll see her for at least 1 year. We won't see her in 2017, maybe not even 2018. But I do think that maybe one day the money is right, she'll come back. Hopefully, she'll have improved her. Maybe gotten a new training camp and put it together a little bit better. She got very far with this training camp, but
Mm.
maybe I don't know. It's probably too late. Maybe too late now because she wants to do other things, and she's probably not going to come back anytime soon. But you have to wonder what could have been, right? I mean, what could have been with her?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it was very melancholy for me to watch that because that was my immediate thought. Was you hear the lioness afterwards say, "Hey, the division doesn't need her," using some choice language that I'm not going to use here. Is that true? Does Dana White in this division, can they move on without Ronda Rousey? Misha Tate's retired. Holly Holmes moved out of the division,
Yeah, it's a great what a crazy swing, huh?
right?
We were talking just a few months ago about how loaded that division was with Rousey, Tate, and Holm, and now they may all be out of that division. It is what a crazy world MMA is. Can it move on? Of course, it can move on, and it'll be okay. But we're talking about a lot of money that the UFC is going to be missing out on now without those big draws, the Rouseys, the Tates, the Holmes. Holm is obviously still there at 145 pounds. There's still money to be made on Holm. But yeah, man, this is not the same division as it was just a few months ago, where there were so many big fights. We're talking about all these big fights. Cyborg, now she's facing a drug suspension. What a crazy turn the last couple months have been in the UFC for the women's division.
Mark, I tweeted out immediately after the fight that that's the end of an era, and I feel privileged, and I think you and I both do, to have covered these fights, been there, talked to her personally through the years. But it does feel like the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. It really is because we saw the rise of Ronda Rousey. We witnessed it, in person. Many of us, her Strike Force
Oh,
fights. When she fought Tate and won the title in Strike Force, and now we've seen the downslide, and it is a little bit of a bitter, not even a bittersweet feeling, but almost like you said, kind of a melancholy, kind of like a man. We saw her at her heights. We saw her just steamrolling people, and we're talking about her as being a once in a generation athlete, and now to see her lose in 48 seconds, you have to wonder, like, what happened. It really is a cruel business, Dave. I mean, the fight game is a very, very cruel business, and example A tonight, Rousey against